Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Relationship Marketing 101 webinar. This one is aimed and geared for business professionals, anyone in sales. This webinar is for you. We are thrilled that you guys took some time out of your busy schedules to join us. We appreciate you, and we're looking forward to sharing some information with you tonight. And whatever you're doing, if it's working, keep doing it. We want to encourage you to keep doing what you're doing that's working. That being said, the information that we're going to give you tonight, if you pick up a nugget or two that can help you level up in your business, that's what this is all about. So keep doing what you're doing, and we might be able to save you some time, save you some money with a unique system that we're going to share. And again, just some information. We truly believe that success leaves clues, and we're just going to share some information that we've learned over the last several years and want to share it with you guys tonight too. So I'm going to have my amazing co-host, April Brumm, go ahead and introduce herself. Thanks so much for being here tonight, April.
Good evening. Thank you so much, Phoebe. I'm so honored to be here with you guys, and just thrilled to share with you really quick. I am a pilot wife. Chuck and I have been married almost 21 years. I'm about to be an empty nester, so you might find me at the airport soon. And my boys are 18 and 19. I have been a stay-at-home mom for all of those 20 years. And never really knew exactly what it meant to brand yourself, never really knew much about marketing or anything, but I have found a system of basically building relationships and loving on people. It has just been something that has helped hundreds and hundreds of people. I now help realtors and insurance folks, and I even have some business owners like roofers and people in the trades. They're all using this relationship system to love on their sphere of influence. And when they do that, magical things happen. They begin to get more referrals and they expand their network. And one really cool thing is when somebody builds a network like this, it doesn't matter what business they're actually in. They can even move to different businesses and their network moves with them. So that's what's so valuable about building a relationship system like this, like we're going to teach you tonight. So I'm just so happy to be here with you guys, and it's just exciting to see all of this work in tandem with your businesses.
Awesome. Thanks so much, April. And my name is Phebe Trotman. I'm calling in from Vancouver, British Columbia. And it's interesting what April said about, if you move businesses, then your network stays with you. And I've been in a lot of different things, I guess, over the years. And it's, so my background is I used to be a professional soccer player. And so I was introduced to the business world because I started a coaching company. Myself and a teammate of mine started a coaching company, and we traveled across the province teaching little children how to play soccer. And a friend of mine introduced me to the concept of relationship marketing. And he was asking me, like, how are you growing this business? How are you keeping in touch? And he shared some very interesting things, some of the things that we're going to share with you guys tonight. And as I said earlier on, success leaves clues. And he's a very successful business person. And he shared the concept of relationship marketing, as well as the system, the one we're going to share with you guys tonight. And we started using it in our business. And at first, I didn't really get it, you guys. I was the person where I was like, really? I didn't understand it, but I did trust that he knew what he was talking about. And so we started implementing some of the things we're going to share tonight. And you guys, it was transformational in terms of our business. We had people calling us, we had people referring people to us, and it was awesome. And so now here we are 15, 16 years later, I work with businesses, organizations, companies, literally all across the world sharing this relationship marketing concept. And we're excited that you guys are here tonight as well too. So we will have some special guests that'll be sharing a little bit of their story as well a little later on. So we've called it Relationship Marketing 101. Well, what is relationship marketing? There's traditional marketing, which is what we're probably most familiar with, right? Whether it's a TV commercial, it could be a bus sign, it might be your business cards, flyers, radio ads, social media ads. That's traditional marketing. And traditional marketing is absolutely valuable and serves a very important place in the business world. Tonight, though, we're going to talk about this concept of relationship marketing. And relationship marketing, April talked a little bit about it when she was introducing herself, about that sphere. Who are the people in your network? Relationship marketing is really focusing on nurturing those relationships. And I love this quote by the late Maya Angelou because it really sums up what relationship marketing is all about. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And that's what relationship marketing is all about. That's what we're going to focus on tonight. How do you make people feel? We want to help you turn your network into your biggest fan, your raving fans. And so we're going to show you some information. So one of the things I want us to think about is there's kind of a referral generation kind of circle, if you will. So first we make contacts, and our contacts come from a variety of different places, right? It might be networking. It might be someone mentioned something to someone and you're at an event, you make that connection. Well, we want a contact can then turn into a prospect if they have a need for your service or your skill set, whatever you provide, right? Whether it's your service or your product. So we want to move people from being a contact, someone who you just met, into a prospect, someone who might need what you're selling, and then we want to turn them into a client. Now, one of the things I want to focus on is this word connector, because oftentimes we get so busy focusing on turning a prospect into a client that we don't always realize how valuable a connector is. And a connector is someone who maybe doesn't have the need for your service, your product right at this moment. However, they can connect you to someone who does have a need for your service or product at this moment. And I really want to encourage you guys to focus on the connectors as well, because for me, for example, in my businesses over the years, some of my biggest and most incredible relationships have come through a connector. Someone who didn't have a need for my service or my product right at that moment. However, they introduced me to someone who did, and it became a very, very valuable relationship that to this day we still have. And then there's referrals, right? So some of our clients or those connectors will lead us to referrals. And one of the goals with everything that we're going to talk about tonight is we want to get this flowing, because then your referrals will become a contact, prospect, client, or a connector, and then they can lead to more referrals. And when you have this kind of motion, this circular motion working on autopilot, that's when your business really will kick into the next gear. Oh, April, you're on mute.
So sorry. I was like, why is that microphone doing that? So sorry. So these are some of the little things that maybe you knew and maybe you thought you knew, but it's so nice to be able to actually just see them. And so you can take pictures of these and sort of screenshots or whatever, but people are going to do business. And we all know this one, right? With people they know, like, trust. But guess what? They have to remember you. It's like I was telling Phoebe, I had some earrings on the other day at a lacrosse game, and I could have sold 10 pairs of them, but I didn't remember who gave them to me because she didn't keep in touch. So, and also 67% of business today is driven by personal referral and then word of mouth. And so we have to be able to remember the people that gave us the product or service that was so wonderful, that we really enjoyed, so that we can give them referrals. And 85%, that's giant, you guys. 85% of clients are lost because they don't feel appreciated. People are going to go where they are appreciated. I see it all the time on social media. People are constantly saying, I just didn't feel like they cared whether I was their customer or not. So I went to a new person who gave me a better deal. And then lastly, only 3% of the mail we receive is personal. Does anybody else do this when they go to the mailbox and they grab all their mail and they sort it on the way back to the front door? And some of it gets tossed immediately. Some of it gets tossed in the bills pile, which we don't like that pile. And then cards, that's what I hold on to. And that's what I go for first. So that's just my favorite part of mail every day.
So one of the things we want to talk about, hopefully, if you're in business, you've probably heard this saying over and over and over again, that the fortune is in the follow-up. And you guys, it is so true. And one of the things we want you to think about is, are you leaving money on the table by not following up? That's what we want to help you with. Now, these are just some sales statistics. I recommend take a picture of it. We really want to just focus on that last one, that 80% of sales are made on the 12th contact. So I usually say 80% on the 5th to the 12th. That's why that's stuck in my mind. But 80%, you guys, that's a huge number. So if you only follow up 3 times, you are leaving money on the table. We want to teach you to knock their socks off. So follow up often. Don't get stuck just on the birthdays and the holidays. It's really those heartfelt, those unexpected reach outs. That's where the lasting connections are made. I talked about that quote earlier on about people remember how you make them feel. Oftentimes, those heartfelt and those unexpected reach outs are where people feel that your heart to heart connection, because it wasn't for a reason. It was just because you felt prompted, they were on your heart, that you wanted to reach out to them.
All right, so here's some startling statistics. Securing a new customer is 6 and 7 times more expensive than keeping a client that you already have. So anybody else watch Shark Tank like we do in my house? We watch it almost like it's a sports thing. We're like, take the deal, and we're screaming, right? And so they're always asking, what is customer acquisition cost? It is always going to be more expensive to get a new one than it is to keep the ones that you already have and keep them happy. And that's why loyal customers are worth 10 times the amount of the first purchase that they make. 68% of client defection is, again, because they don't think that you care about them. There's that appreciation thing again, right?
There's many ways that we can keep in touch and communicate. So there's obviously face-to-face, right? It's so powerful when you can sit face-to-face with someone, or even in some cases, as we've known over the last couple of years, Zoom. This is still a face-to-face, but there is something to be said about being in that same physical space with someone. Phone calls are a great way to reach out. We want to encourage you that when your phone rings or when you're calling someone, we want to turn it into that they have that smile because they see your name pop up and they rush to answer it. But also, let's face it, not everyone answers their phone every day. So then there's emails, right? Email is still a great way to communicate with people. Just right, there's Facebook Messenger, there's Instagram direct messages. April, we were chatting a little bit about this before, about the power of text messaging and Facebook Messenger and Instagram, especially because it's such a quick way to reach out. And I wanted you just to share some of the things that you've been doing in terms of Facebook Messenger, because I think it's such a powerful way to connect and a really great communication vehicle.
Oh, absolutely. So when I'm just doing, I live at the bottom of a very steep hill. So when I'm in between Zoom calls, I'm running up and down that hill, right? Not running, obviously. I've never run in my life, but I look at the side of the Facebook Messenger on your phone. When someone is active and online, there's a little green dot there. Those are the people that are already there. Click on the person that you haven't talked to in a little while and record a quick video memo to them. Hey, how are you? I'm so glad to see you. I just wanted to stop in and say, hey, really quick and tell you happy Friday. I hope you're having a great day today. That's it. Because when they open it, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, she thought of me. And it takes 2 seconds to do that, guys. It just makes their whole day.
Mm-hmm. And that's one of those unexpected, right? That's one of those just reaching out, and it's so powerful. I love doing video messages. So thanks, April, for that. And then there's greeting cards. We're going to talk a lot about a system that allows you to send greeting cards very easily. Now, you guys, I didn't get this when I first started off in business. I was not the person who sent greeting cards. I was literally the person who would wrap a gift and write on the wrapping paper and send it out. I didn't really get the idea of greeting cards. And one of the things, the reason we want to touch on it is because communication vehicles, you want to mix it up, right? You want to do a mix of face-to-face, the phone calls, the emails, the text messages, the video messages that April just shared, as well as greeting cards, because greeting cards are a powerful way to get your message across. It's a powerful way to connect, and it's in that tangible touch. And let's face it, nowadays, a lot of people do not get greeting cards. We get a lot of emails, there's a lot of messages, a lot of phone calls, but greeting cards is a way to go the extra mile. And we always recommend go the extra mile because it's never crowded.
So a lot of times I have people ask me, they're like, well, what are you talking about greeting cards? Are you talking about like e-cards? No, this is real cards in a real mailbox. And it lets people know that you thought of them and went that extra mile like we were just talking about. So here's just a really quick sort of visual of what we're talking about.
Oh,
I heard the music.
we heard it start. It's loading. Otherwise, you might have to go through it. Strange. I don't know what just happened there. Okay, April, we might just have to,
Ta-da!
yeah, let's talk through it. Okay, so we're just gonna skip right through that video, but we'll show you guys the video later. Let's just summarize it. April showed you guys a card. So from a really cool app on your phone or your computer, you can literally create a completely personalized card in minutes. Type a message, it can go in your own handwriting. You press that send button again, whether it's on your phone, whether it's on the computer, and behind the scenes, this company, Send Out Cards, is going to print the card. They're going to stuff it in an envelope. They're going to take it to the mailbox and they're going to mail it for you. Again, not an e-card. April, hold up that card again.
Exactly.
A real physical greeting card right from the palm of your hand. So that's kind of what the video, it does a way better job than I did, but you guys get the gist of it, right? So April, why don't you talk a little bit about the difference between a heartfelt card and a system card?
Exactly. So it really is something that you can imagine. So a great example of a heartfelt card. Okay. So my son the other night had his senior night for lacrosse. Someone mailed me the Facebook picture that I posted. This is a heartfelt card. It is unique. It is a single card sent to one recipient, specific and customized, and they sent it immediately. And so they just wrote on the back, senior night. I will never throw this away. This is something that builds relationships. It takes about a minute to send this from your phone. And this is so super powerful. But there's also sometimes when, like for instance, as I said, he's a senior, that you need to send the graduation invitation. Well, that's going to go to probably 250 people. How in the world am I going to have time to do that individually? So I have a group set up in my CRM called Graduation. I made this card. I clicked the graduation group and I clicked go. And that was it. I didn't have to stuff them. I didn't have to address them. And I sure didn't have to mail them. So the company does the rest. That is a system card, multiple recipients. I could even schedule something out if I want to. I can save a card to send over and over. Thank you for the referral. Thank you so much for letting us bid on this job. Anything like that. And they also have drip campaigns, which you're going to see here in just a minute.
So you guys, we talked a little bit about email, right? And let's have a truth moment right here, you guys. So in the chat, how many of you right now have unopened emails sitting in your email inbox? Just type a yes or a no. Let's be honest. I'm raising both my hands because I have multiple email accounts and they all have unopened email. Right? It happens. We get inundated with email. So again, it is a powerful communication vehicle. That being said, sometimes your email is going to get lost in the shuffle. Now, here's a flip question for you though. How many of you guys have ever received a greeting card that you haven't opened? I know April's chuckling because it doesn't happen, right? Greeting cards have a 100% open rate. So it is a fabulous way to, again, connect with someone. So, oh, this clicking tonight is, okay, here we go. So April mentioned system cards, right? And with this system, you can actually create campaigns. So a campaign could be one card that you've created on the system, you saved it, and you can use it over and over again. Or it can be a series of cards, also known as a drip campaign. So here's a phenomenal example of a real estate buyer congratulations. So you'll see there circled in red are the dates that this campaign is scheduled to go out. You set it up once and you can literally press send one time and forget about it. The system's going to do the rest for you. Because let's face it, oftentimes we're great at that initial thank you, right? Someone purchases something from us, we send that initial thank you card. But it is really important to nurture that relationship, especially in that first year. And drip campaigns allow you to do that. So this buyer congratulations campaign shows you that right away an immediate card goes out. Now this would be, you close a listing, you put the person in, you press send. Immediately that first card goes out. Another card goes out 3 months later, 12 months later, a happy home anniversary card. A birthday card would go out automatically for that person's birthday. And then December 1st, a holiday card. So again, it's set up one time, you press send and the system does the rest for you. Here's another one, insurance. I know someone mentioned their insurance. So this is another example of a new client thank you campaign where it goes out. It's 5 touch points in that first year. So immediately that thank you card, 3 months later, another card, 6 months later, there's a birthday. And then this one goes out December 15th for Happy New Year. Again, it allows you to have those multiple touch points. This isn't the only way, right? We talked about all those different communication vehicles. You want to, in between phone calls, send a video message like April talked about, maybe sit down for a face-to-face. But this campaign shows you how you can ensure that you're continuing to nurture that relationship as you build that first year with that client. And you can set those campaigns up longer than the first year. We're just showing you the first year, but you can obviously schedule it out a little bit longer as well too.
So we're talking about making and strengthening these relationships. Remember the statistic that Phoebe said earlier, that 80% of the sales was made on the 12th contact. It doesn't have to be 12 cards, but cards are a great way to fill in so that you can get those done. Nice to meet you. Thank you for taking the time. I have a roofing contractor that sends cards, and he even sends a card, thank you for letting me bid this job. And so you can share exciting updates that your company is doing. Maybe you're opening a new location, special occasions, daylight savings might not even be a thing anymore. So there's lots of rumors that that's going to end, which will be dandy, right? Then there's holidays. You can do unique holidays. Think about Happy Guacamole Day, and then you could put a recipe on it or something that makes you stand out and be remembered. So then we're keeping in touch and staying top of mind. How do we do that? You can take a picture with your new client. When you guys are out networking, take selfies with all of these people. And then about 2 or 3 weeks later, when you're following up with this person, send them a picture of the two of you. Hey, so nice to meet you at the event on, Friday the 12th or whatever it was. You can, rather than putting your business card and things, happy business anniversary card. Did you attend their grand opening, their ribbon cutting or whatever? You could put 12 months later, send them that picture and say, congratulations, it's been a year. Hope things are rocking. You're amazing. Referral rewards are another thing. I haven't paid for weed control in my yard in several years because I'm constantly sending that guy referrals. And he sends me a card every time, and it's got a big dollar bill on the front of it. And he says, thank you for the referral. So that's so super fun.
I love that. And I think, you guys, one of the things is have fun with this system because you can create completely personalized cards. Have fun with it. You'll see some card examples there. I like to do belated birthday cards because then I can make them funny. Like this is one, I'm a little behind with a cute little bum there. Happy belated birthday. So it's having fun with this system. And the fact that you can personalize these cards allows you to do that. So for example, maybe take a picture of you holding a birthday cake with a hat, and you can put that on the front of the card or on the inside of the card that you're sending to your clients. April talked a little bit about holiday cards, right? Maybe seasonal cards. Now is a fabulous time. Send a spring card. I love to bake. I love recipes. So I like to put recipes in my card. So I'll find different spring recipes and put that in a card when I just sent out, right? Think about how you're going to be remembered. It's unique. It's a different type of connection that people keep and they save, right? Keeping in touch and staying top of mind. Again, doing cards for different occasions like New Year's cards, Valentine's cards. Valentine's doesn't have to just be for couples. It's a great time to reach out to your clients and say, I appreciate you. Paying it forward with coffee. This is a card that I created in my campaign, and it talks about the ripple effect of kindness. And I include a gift card with this system. You can put a gift card in it. So when they go to Starbucks or Tim Hortons, they have their gift card, they have their own coffee, my treat, and then I encourage them to leave it behind so it can cover the next couple coffees. If it's Starbucks, it might only be one, but it's fun anyways, depending on what you send with them. And then Christmas in July. This is another campaign that a lot of our clients that we work with have had amazing success with it because it's unique, right? It makes them think a little bit. That's a fun little what's your elf name that was just inserted in the card. Have fun with your cards. People like to connect with people who are fun, right? So put some thought into it again and just send. And if you Google bizarre and wacky holidays, there's a calendar that can come up. April talked about Happy Guacamole Day. Google bizarre and wacky holidays. You will literally find a special occasion for every day of the year in there. And then encouraging your team and your staff. So we wanted to touch on this too, because this system is so much, and it's so much bigger than just your clients, right? Yes, you want to nurture those clients and those connectors and prospects. You also want to encourage your team and your staff, right? encourage them. Great job. Thank you. Give them shout outs, right? Send a card to them, letting them know how much you appreciate them. For their birthdays, with this system, you can schedule birthdays out, right? So think about how much it'll mean to them when they get a birthday card from their boss, their supervisor. Recognizing top sales, right? If you have a team, you're maybe a broker owner, send your team cards congratulating them when they make the medallion club and different special occasions. Happy anniversary. They've been working with you for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 5 years. These are great milestones. And again, people want people. April talked about that stat in terms of perceived indifference. It applies to staff as well too. It really does. We want your staff to know how much you appreciate them. They're more likely to stay loyal to you as well. And then their life events, right? Whether they have their first baby or their multiple babies, weddings, new home, new job, condolences, holidays, all of these are great times to reach out to your staff and your team to let them know that you see them, let them know that you value them, let them know that you appreciate them as well too.
Hey, Phoebe, there is a restaurant chain. It's a giant restaurant chain, and I don't talk about my customers, and so I will just leave it at that. But they send, we caught you in the act of doing something amazing, postcards to their team members in the restaurant, and every manager has the app on their phone, so they can do that really quick.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome.
Really cool.
And that's what it's about, right? Just reaching out to people, letting them know that you appreciate them and you see them. Think about that. Every person has a sign around their neck just saying, see me, appreciate me, value me, right? And they have that. They deserve to be recognized as well. So, You guys, we wanted to introduce you a couple special guests who are going to just share a little bit about how they use this powerful system in their business as well.
Hi, I'm the real estate therapist, Ricardo Amorelli.
Or maybe we won't be hearing from them. I don't know what is going on right now.
I could share my screen really quick.
Do you want to try that?
Yeah.
Sure. Why don't we do that? Okay.
All right. Here we go.
I have no idea. Interesting.
Right, exactly. Okay, here, let me bring it over from the other side. There we go. All right, you can see it, yes?
Yep.
All right, let's get him up.
Hi, I'm the real estate therapist, Ricardo Amorelli, and I work with Keller Williams Realty in Vancouver, Canada. I've been using send out cards through my friend Phoebe for a number of years now, and it helps me stay in contact, follow up, and thank my clients and prospects for meeting. Last year, I sent a card to one of my friends who was trying to sell her home for a couple of years. I didn't have her phone number because I knew her socially through dance, and was able to connect with her through the address she left on a message for me. And through that contact, I gained the listing when it expired, and I sold it, and it's my biggest listing to date at $3.4 million. So definitely grateful for send out cards. It makes me look like a star, and it's a great way to connect with your clients in a very custom way.
Wow.
I love that. And he just uses the system to recognize people, you guys. He reaches out all those occasions, all the different things that we talked about. When he feels prompted to send something, he sends it. And he look at that testimonial, I mean, in terms of what he was able to create simply by reaching out to his network and really nurturing it and creating that community of raving fans. April, do you want to go ahead and share the other one?
Absolutely amazing. I was just going to say, if it's video, maybe I better share the next one. So yeah, absolutely. This one is, he owns a local insurance agency. He is my friend, Josh Murtha. And he was actually one of my very first customers using send out cards, and he still uses it today. He loves the campaign feature.
My name is Josh Murtha. I'm a licensed life and health insurance agent. Insurance is a very competitive industry. So I'm always asking myself, how can I stand out to my clients? Well, there's a simple way to do this. And one of the simplest ways I've found is using a program called send out cards. Send out cards allows me to send personalized greeting cards to my clients, whether it's a simple thank you note, a holiday card, a birthday card, or any other special occasion I might want to send. This keeps me in top of mind for my clients when they need me, and at a time that they might need me. Okay, it shows them that I care. So if you're looking for a way to stay top of mind, relevant to your clients, show them how much you care, I highly recommend you take a look at send out cards.
Awesome. All righty, you got it, lady.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. So let's just go back over here. Okay, so you guys, so we want to chat a little bit about the different ways to get started. And one of the things I love about this system is there's literally options for everyone. Now, before I do this, I do want to, I mentioned this early on, if you have a system that you're using and it's working for you, keep doing it. This is just maybe a way to save you a little bit of time. It may be a way to save you a little bit of money as well too, because there are options for everyone. And at the end of the day, this system is in the palm of your hand on your phone or on your computer. So I'm going to briefly touch on one thing too. Our company, the head office is based down in the United States. So all the pricing I'm going to go through is in US currency. There are subscription options. There's no contract. You can literally stop your subscription at any time. You can change your subscription at any time. And there is a pay as you go option as well too. So again, as I mentioned, there's literally options for everybody. So the first account option that we have is what we call our card a day. It's $37 a month. It gives you 30 cards that you can send every single month, both those Heartfelt ones and those system ones. And you just pay for the postage on top of that. The account I want to spend the most time though explaining is this $97 unlimited one, because you guys, this truly is a magical account, because for $97 a month, it includes unlimited photo postcards and unlimited heartfelt prompting cards. So those cards that April showed, that postcard that she showed with her picture, that would be free, including the postage. So you can reach out in kindness literally to anybody with those individual heartfelt cards, and they're included, and the postage. Now, I mentioned I live in Canada. Our postage is a lot higher than it is now in the United States, and that's included. And with the system, you can literally mail cards anywhere in the world as well too. It also includes 30 system cards. So 30 of those automated cards or scheduled cards or cards to a group of people are also included in this account. And then you just pay the postage on top of that as well. You get a contact manager. April mentioned CRM, right? That's a client relationship manager. You get a contact manager in your account so you can store information. You can store birthdays, special occasions, reminders as well. And there's even a history of every card you've ever sent someone. You can go back and look. There's also a discount on gifts, as well as you get a savings on shipping. So I absolutely love this account because it truly has everything that you need in it, right? It's right there. You can send unlimited, those photo heartfelt cards as well too. And again, you're not locked into anything. You can change your subscription at any time. There's absolutely no contract as well too. Now, for those of you who have a larger database, a larger network or community, we also have two other options. There's a 147 unlimited, which includes 100 system cards. Now, and then there's the 247 unlimited, which includes 250 system cards. It also includes everything that I just went over. One thing I do want to highlight though, it also includes unlimited campaign store free downloads. So there is a campaign store that has in your account that has all these different campaigns designed for different professions and industries. You're in insurance. There's an insurance campaign. Are you in sales? There's a sales campaign. Are you a realtor? There's a realtor campaign. And you actually get unlimited campaign store downloads too. So if you love the idea of having those automations, you love the idea of not really having to think about your campaigns and create them, you get unlimited access as well with these two accounts too. So you guys, if you have never experienced this amazing system, we want to encourage you to get back in touch with the person who shared this with you. Get your account set up. Just send them a quick text right now and just say, hey, send me your link. I want to try it out. You can actually send a free card on them. I'm sure that as we've gone through this overview tonight, someone popped up on your heart. There was someone who popped up on your heart that you thought, you know what, I haven't been in touch with so-and-so, or you know what, I need to reach out to so-and-so. I want to encourage you to send them a card. Get that link from that friend who introduce you to this webinar. They will cover the cost of the card. They will even cover the cost of the stamp. So just send them a quick note, say, send me your link, send a card to someone today. If you already have an account, then I want to encourage you, whoever still popped up on your heart, take a moment and send them a quick card. Now, if you're like, where do I even start? Because the video didn't show, I don't even know what this system looks like. Not to worry, we actually have tutorials on how to do everything on the system as well. So you can obviously reach out to whoever invited you here and just say, hey, how do I do those campaign things? They'll send you a short little video as well that'll explain that too. And we do have a special gift for you as well, too. If you are ready to take action, you see this system, you know that you need to improve your follow-up or your nurturing of your relationships, and you're ready to get going, simply set up an account with a subscription, any subscription. You choose whatever fits your needs best before Friday, 5 o'clock, and we're going to give you this campaign to get you started. So whatever account makes the most sense for you, we'll transfer this in. It's like magic. We can literally transfer this campaign into your account that you have access to, and then you can personalize it. We just ask that you do this before 5 o'clock. We want to reward those people who take action, and then you'll just send us your information in a little short form, which we'll also share as well, so you can fill that out, and then like magic, we'll transfer it into your account, and then you'll have it ready to go as well too.
Awesome. Well, I just cannot thank you guys enough. I am so excited to get to share tools that will make you more successful in any industry, because good people with more success do more good things. And if the world doesn't need that right now, I don't know what. And so I'm just thrilled that you guys can see something like this. If you'll look over in the chat, Phoebe's going to make sure that you have the information that you need. But the most important thing we can leave you with is that someone is having a bad day. Someone in your sphere of influence is having a bad day, regardless of business, regardless of referrals. You have the power to change their day and make it a little better, and send them some kindness in the mail, because that's really, really, really what we're all about. All righty.